What time is it?
It's Quartzfest time!
It's Quartzfest time, that's right. Time for opening ceremony to kick off, and we're actually on time this time.
Yay!
How about that? My last year and I'm finally on time.
Practice makes perfect.
I want to welcome all of you to Quartzfest 2026. How many of you are first-timers here? Look at all those hands.
Woo!
Welcome, we're so glad you're here with us. I want to introduce Lynn, my wife, my right hand, my left hand, both feet, and everything else. Yeah, and my income. She couldn't get off work last week to join me, but she drove out Marathon Drive yesterday from Tucson. Yeah, if I could get the Quartzfest committee up here. Russell, Gordo, Don, Gary, who am I forgetting? Hal and Danette.
Nice seeing you. You finally got here.
Russell, are you here?
Yeah, we're here. Yeah, he's right.
Okay, they're sitting down over here. Starting on this end, next to Lynn, is Don. Don did our schedule this year. How about that? And he put together our registration spreadsheet for the welcome tent for registration. Thank you, Don. Gordo is next to Don. Gordo, you've heard of Elmers? Gordo is the ultimate Elmer. Anytime I have a question, I get a hold of Gordo, and he's got an answer for me. He's awesome. If you don't know who Gordo is, how many of you read the Gordon West study guides to get your ham license? This is Gordon West WB6NOA. Next to Russell is a couple, Hal and Danette. If you were here last year, you heard that I had to give up Quartzfest for my health. And I looked for organizers to take my place, and Hal and Danette stepped forward. So next year they will be organizers of Quartzfest. They're taking notes this year and helping me out. And if you see them around camp, stop and get to know them. Next to Danette is Russell. Russell runs our Hootenanny. And the Hootenanny is Thursday evening, and you have Wednesday is the jam. Wednesday at 1 o'clock at the Green Airstream motorhome right across the street here. With the yellow crab flag flying. It will be a jam, so bring your instruments and get ready for the Hootenanny. The Hootenanny is Thursday evening right after the potluck. On the end we have Gary. Gary does our audio visual. He has Gary's done our audio visual since 2016 and worked his butt off. Now I have to ask all of you if you have any knowledge of audio visual equipment. Gary needs a replacement. He's doesn't know if he's going to be able to make it out here next year, and it's just getting too much work for him to do. And that's setting up the projector for the nighttime seminars, setting up the PAs. Now, Quartzfest owns the PAs and the projector. We own the screen for the projector to shine on. I hear Danette and Hal are going to buy a generator during the year so we can power all this. And all the equipment is here. All we need is somebody to take charge of setting up the audio visual. If you'll come and see me, if you can do that for us, I would appreciate it. I'm usually over by the welcome tent. And without somebody stepping forward, we won't have the PAs next year. So we need somebody to do that for us. Thanks a lot, y'all. Yeah. Oh, Gary wanted me to let you know there's a camera right here. Right now it is televising over amateur television this opening ceremony. and he'll have it up there on during his seminars at Area 1 to get to view the camera, and it's got audio as well. Cable channel 58.
Yeah, that is 427 in the ham band.
427 in the ham
It's
band.
not channel 58 air, and that's in the broadcast band.
It's not it's not channel 58 air. It's on our antenna. You have to do a search for channel 58 cable.
Hook your antenna just like you do the TV anyway. Instead of putting it on air, put it on cable. All right. Well, I thought I was shouting about it. Just put it on cable. That's in the ham band. Because if you have it on air, you're in the broadcast band, and you're not going to see anything. It has to be a new flat screen digital cable TV type TV. If you have an old analog tube TV, oh, I'm sorry. I don't think it's going to work.
Okay, thank you, Gary. And that's our committee. The committee has been together, most of it since 2016, and they've done an awesome job helping me out. Next on the list I have, if you're a smoker, we ask that if you have to smoke during any of the seminars or the ceremonies, that you stand downwind or just refrain from it during our get-togethers. If you have a pet and you walk that pet, please pick up after them. Nobody likes to step in surprises. Also, if you have a pet and you're going to bring it to seminars, make sure you sit separate from other people with pets. We've had a few dog fights out around the fire rings, and that's never good. Wednesday, we have an off-road ride. Frank, would you like to come up and talk about that? Come on down. Frank, KB7IQ. Frank has led our off-road trip since 2011, and he does an awesome job.
Well, thanks. I'll make it quick because probably only half of us are here today, but I was going to finish the ride that we were unable to finish last year, going over that way and heading over to Guadalupe Peak. But the same hill that we had a guy go off of last year, unfortunately, that kind of ended the ride. That's the first time that ever happened in all the years I've been doing this. And we went over there to pre-run it on Friday afternoon, and the same hill is now totally destroyed. We damn near killed the Suzuki going up the thing. We ended up with a flat tire at the top and trim rails off the side of the car and everything. So we can't do that ride. It's off the list for permanent, I'm afraid. It's too bad because it led to a really interesting area. So we're going to redo a ride that I did about 7 or 8 years ago, where we went over here through Cunningham Pass over this way and ended up over at having lunch over on the Colorado River. So we're going to go all the way over to Ehrenberg, have lunch over there, and then everybody will be free to go either into town or follow the freeway back here, and we should be back well ahead of afternoon get-together. So that's it for now. I won't lay down all the other rules and things like that, but basically if you have a good off-road vehicle with a lot of clearance, you'll be able to do this ride. So it has to be street legal though. So that's it.
Thank you, Frank. And I'd like to throw in that you do need four-wheel drive. Last time we did that trip, one guy had a two-wheel drive pickup truck, and we ended up towing him up the hill. It was Bruce, KC5CPL from Shreveport, Louisiana. Yeah, it was Bruce. I've always had four-wheel drive. Solar Walkabout. Carter, are you here?
Go.
Come on up, talk about that. I appreciate you taking that, Frank.
Well, good afternoon, Quartzfesters. So on Thursday for the solar walkabout, we're going to meet here at the Blue Tent at 1 o'clock, right? Yep, okay. And I'm going to hopefully walk around the area a couple days before, try to get a few tabs, talk with the owners of some of the rigs, and we're going to try to go from grandiose to very simple, or reverse, from very simple to grandiose. And we'll look at a number of rigs as we walk around. We do end up kind of walking around quite a bit, so be prepared to walk around, bring your water with you, wear your sunscreen, all that other good stuff, and we'll let the owners of these various different solar products talk about what they've created on their RVs. This is the first year I'm kind of coordinating the walkabout, so I look forward to doing it. And don't forget, just like with Frank, we're going to be on the radio, and we're going to use 146.6 this year. They don't like us on .0, I guess, or something. So 146.6, that's how we, whoever's presenting their solar get-together, they're going to talk on that. So bring a radio that can do 146.6. And on Tuesday, I'm going to do a Starlink using Ohm's Law. If you want to come to that Tuesday at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Carter. I appreciate it. And for those of you that haven't heard, Frank, that AF0XX that used to do the solar walkabout became a silent key a couple months ago. So he can't do it this year.
He'll be missed.
Rob, are you here for antenna walkabout? And what I'll do is I'll put a sheet of paper in the welcome tent for both the solar walkabout and the antenna walkabout. If you have a unique installation, whether it be solar or antenna, put your name and phone number on there so these gentlemen can get a hold of you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rob, KC6TYD. Like the other gentleman, I just signed up for this about an hour ago. I didn't see it on the schedule, and I thought it can't be too hard to corral a few of you to talk about your antenna setup. So if you have something you'd like to show and tell, there'll be a sign-up sheet at the welcome tent. Put your call sign, telephone number, and if you knew your grid square that's out and about, or your my 3 words, maybe I can track you down that way. And yeah, or I'll come around and over the next couple of days and try to track someone down that looks like they have something that they might want to show and tell. So we'll do that later in the week. Thanks.
Thank you, Rob. See, next thing I need to talk about is a potluck. Kathy, are you here? Okay. You want to come up and talk about that?
No.
Okay, she doesn't want to come talk about it. Tuesday evening is our potluck. I'll come out here Tuesday for happy hour announcements. I'll make announcements for 5 or 10 minutes, and then we'll go directly into the potluck. The potluck will be over by Kathy's motorhome over here, the tables. We will need some tables, 6 to 8 tables to set food out on. So if you have a 6-foot table similar to these, it would be great if you could take it over there Tuesday afternoon. And like I say, the potluck will kick off 3:40, 3:45, somewhere right around there. Bring something to sit on, bring what you're drinking, bring food that you're donating for the cause.
Table service and spoons.
Table service and spoons. Bring your plates, spoons, forks, knives, whatever you need to eat, because we won't be providing them for you. Pet parade. Lynn, you want to talk about pet parade? This will be our 13th or 14th annual pet parade. Gordo's idea back in 2012 or something like that, and it's really caught on. So here's Lynn.
Okay, the pet parade is any pet they have that they want to bring and show off. Doesn't matter if it's a dog, if it's a cat, if it's a bird, a rodent, if it's mechanical, if it's a pet and they want to show it off and it's willing and they can control it, please bring it. We appreciate it, and it's always fun. And yeah, that's it.
And I have an applause meter. Question in the back? Question? Oh, okay.
When is it?
That will be at, I believe, 5 o'clock Tuesday. It'll be right after the potluck. Potluck's Tuesday. Did I say Thursday?
No,
No, it's Tuesday. Javi, are you here with soda? Come on up. I don't know how many years Javi's been doing this, but he's with Soda Summits on the Air, and he's going to tell you about a walk they're going to go on this year.
All right, Kilo 6 Tango November Tango, handle is Hobby. Thursday morning is the annual hike to Cunningham Peak, which is about southeast to me, highest peak you see behind you. We usually meet at 8:30 a.m. or right after the net, right about here off the main road to my left. And we just get in the conga line and we caravan to the base of the mountain. I have room for 3 people in my truck, so if you want a carpool up there or need a ride, let me know, and I'll hold a spot for you. Same as years past. The only difference this year is I have an official Quartzfest mug. I'm going to raffle on the peak for those guys that make it or gals that make it to the top. In years past, I've raffled a soda flag, but geopolitics is real expensive to have that flag shipped here from the UK. So we got the Quartzfest mug, brand new, unopened, all for you. What else? Best way to reach me, I try to monitor the net here, or send me an email. I'm good on QRZ, and I will reply to you in the morning or at night. I only check my email at night. In a second here. Cunningham Mountain's about 3,300 feet in elevation, thereabout. We're at basically sea level. When we take our little drive up to the base of the mountain, we're going to climb about 1,500 feet. So it's about a 1,500 to 1,800 foot elevation gain to the top. It's about 1.5 miles one way. It's short, but you will be breathing through your ears on the way up. On the way down, it can be a little precarious too, a lot of loose rock, just like here. So if you're gonna participate, bring some walking sticks. And lastly, I really appreciate cooperation from the attendees here, Quartzfest attendees, because some of us are gonna try to activate the peak, and we need 4 QSOs for our activation. So we try to monitor, I tell everyone to monitor 144.410, 144.410 FM simplex. And also on the hike up and on the caravan there, we monitor 146.580, 146.580 for the caravan and for the hike. And then and if we need QSOs and those 2 frequencies are not working, then we'll come onto the net here and try to get some QSOs. We did have a question straight ahead of me. Okay. Any questions?
What day is it?
That is Thursday morning. It is a steep hike. So basically, from the moment you start hiking out of your car, it's just like you're getting on the stairs. You know, you got to go 2 flights up to your office. Well, this is about, I don't know, this is higher than the Empire State Building. You're gonna take more stairs. So if you're, I work on the top of the, you're gonna take more stairs and all the way up there. That's how tall it is. Yes, ma'am.
What was the frequency again to monitor for you?
Right on. So frequency for the caravan and the hike, 146.580, and for our activation, 144.410. 144.410.
Bulletin board.
One more time.
Post it on the bulletin board.
Okay, right on. So I will try to do that. No promises. In years past, I've developed a trip plan that I post. I didn't do that this year. I apologize, but I'll see what I could do. It's a good suggestion. Anything else? All right. On Facebook, if you're a member, if you do a search on Facebook for the Quartzfest group, you will see one of my trip plans. Nothing's changed except the dates. That's about it. All right. Any questions? Last question. Thank you very much. Okay. Real quick question. What is soda? So soda, Summits on the Air. It's very similar to POTA. It's from the UK, but it's a nationwide, worldwide, I don't want to call it a sport, amateur radio active program. Instead of going to a park, you're going to go to the top of the summit. The summit has to be identified through the soda organization. So just don't go to any summit. It's got to be an approved summit. Cunningham Mountain, Cunningham Peak is an approved soda. And you make 4 QSOs as an activator, and your goal is to earn a Soda Goat trophy. That's that they call it a trophy. Takes 1,000 points. I'm only about 600 points, so I'm not even at a Soda Goat level. About 600 points. I'll earn, or whoever goes up and activates will earn 4 points. So you can figure the math out. It takes a little while, especially if you're a part-timer. Question?
You have to be a member of SODA to...
Okay, member. So there's no membership per se. However, you do have to be a registered user on the SODA official website so you can upload your log. I think that's the official way to say it. So you gotta register so you can upload your log. You can also chase, which means you don't have to climb the summit. You can also earn a trophy by chasing, and that's called a shack sloth. S-L-O-T-H, sloth. They look identical, the trophies. It's just that one says goat and one says sloth. Same points, 1,000 points. Any other questions? Question?
So if somebody here works you and they're not registered, does that still count for you?
Okay, so the question is, if somebody makes a QSO with us from here as an attendee, let's say, let's say I'm the activator on top, do I earn? Yes, I do earn a point. You as a chaser do not have to register or upload a log if you don't want to. As a chaser, you'd want to register if you want to earn the trophy. Yeah, same as an actor. If you want to earn a trophy, you got to be registered. However, everyone's invited. If you just want to hike up there and breathe through your ears, you're more than welcome. Again, though, I caution everyone, it is steep. We do have some turnarounds. Some people elect to turn around. That's okay. So all invited. Thank you.
And a question for you. With the rules, you have to walk, you have to be on foot for the last, what, 1,000 or 100 feet, something like that?
Right, that's a controversial question. The spirit of it is to hike to the mountain top. However, there is such a thing as drive-up summits. So what I always tell people, do not operate from your vehicle. Do not operate connected to your vehicle in any way. Yeah, in the spirit of the soda, you want to hike maybe the last 200 meters at least. Have your vehicle or your motorcycle down a bit. I think that's the best way to answer it. Thank you.
Thank you, Avi. How many of you came in and registered at the welcome tent so far? Did you see the volunteers working in there? Yep. We're going to be open until Thursday noon, and I need more volunteers to work in the welcome tent. If you can spare some time, like a 3-hour shift, one of these days, I would appreciate it. Just come and see me over by the welcome tent, and I'll get you on the schedule. And we will have the welcome tent open for registration. Len and I will open it about 20 minutes after closing or after opening ceremony, and we'll be open for about an hour. About 10 minutes after opening ceremony, after we end here. And you can come over and get registered with your $5. And if you're a registered or a licensed ham, make sure you pick up your raffle ticket for the grand prize drawing, which is going to be held at noon Saturday at closing ceremony. The grand prize this year was donated. We didn't purchase it. It was donated by ICOM. How about I heard it for ICOM? Ray Novak, the national sales manager for ICOM, is an old Quartzfester, and he supports us really well. Russell, you want to come up talk about Hootenanny?
For those of you who love music, either by playing an instrument or singing, or just coming out and it's one thing we have people playing and singing songs and doing all kinds of stuff, but we need an audience. So that's the other. It's a two-part thing. So that's Thursday. Usually, right after you have an early dinner, we're going to try to set up, and we start as soon as we set up, which is usually 4:30, maybe as late as 5. And in the past, we've had some people provide lights for us, and that's always appreciated. And if you're interested in participating in the Hootenanny, which is kind of like a big open mic night type of deal, we're going to have a meet over at my Airstream 40-foot motorhome, the one that's flying the yellow crab flag. And just a word about the yellow crab flag for those of you who've been coming to Quartzfest for many years. I fly that in memory and in honor of Omer Whipple, who used to be one of the best presenters here at Quartzfest on solar batteries and GPS units. I mean, he covered such a wide range. And so sadly, many years ago, he passed away with cancer. And he made it such a lasting impression on me, meeting him and getting to know him. And he always flew a crab flag because he was an actual crabber, where he went out and had the crab pots and all of that, and I had a chance to sample some of that. It was really wonderful. So anyway, since he is no longer with us, I fly the crab flag in his honor. So Wednesday around 1 o'clock, meet at my motorhome, and we'll get together and organize things. On the website, the quartzfest.org, there is a list of songs that I have put on this year with the help of Kevin, that is our webmaster. And so if you are interested in practicing some of the songs, most of those songs are fairly simple. And if you play guitar, ukulele, whatever you play, you might be able to get those as a PDF, either print them out or put them on your iPads or your device like that and bring it in. Those PDFs are nice to put on the iPads because they usually don't blow away like they used to when we had just paper. So anyway, we're going to organize the groups and the people singing and the songs for Hootenanny on Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and then on Thursday we will actually present the Hootenanny right here. We'll have a setup and mics and all that kind of stuff, and we perform a very large cross section of music, and hopefully that it's going to strike a chord, pun intended, with some of you. Hey, I have not heard that song in many years. I get that every year. So, and it's my pleasure to come down and help organize this and present a nice musical evening for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Russ. And there's a song that you may never have heard before that was written right here at Quartzfest in 2019 called Stand By Your Ham. And they have that. It's a fun song. Brian, N6CVO, Pico Balloons, you here? Come on up, Brian. There is going to be a launch.
Thank you, Chris. So, Brian, N6CVO. We're going to be launching 2 Pico balloons this week. Those of you who don't know what a Pico balloon is, it's a party balloon about that big. Carries a ham radio transmitter, a computer, and a bunch of other stuff. Come to my seminar, I'll tell you about all the details. But we're going to launch one tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. We are camped over, if you look at the grid squares, at Frank 2, F2. That's where we're at. I have a motorhome, a silver trailer, and a big long carbon fiber mast that's all bent over. So you should be able to find it down there, a bunch of orange cones. So that's tomorrow morning, 8:30. Do me a favor, please don't call on the net and ask to hold off because you're still in your pajamas or something, because we will launch pretty close to there. Try to do it after the morning net and before Gordor starts his talk. So that's that. On Wednesday, I'll be giving a presentation at 10:30 a.m. in Area 3. And if the weather holds out, we might have a surprise launch in the middle of the presentation. So we'll see how that goes. Right now it's looking really good, and that'll get us a second balloon. The other thing is, everyone always asks, how do I track these balloons? And on the bulletin board, there's QR codes. So you don't have to type in a big long URL. You can click on it with your phone and get the link and track them. So hopefully we'll hear, and hopefully I'll see some of you on Wednesday and we can talk in detail about what's going on. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Brian. And to find them, just walk down the road past the welcome tent to the north-south road, turn right, and go up a couple 100 yards, and they're right up there. And you can't miss the orange cones. How many of you play cornhole? Danette, you want to come up?
I guess we thought everybody played cornhole, but I don't know if the word competition scared everybody off, but we had one team sign up for the competition. So what we decided to do, I haven't even told Chris this yet, is Monday morning, since nothing is going on in Area 3, we'll set out the cornholes for you to go out there and practice and see if you're going to be okay, and maybe you might change your mind, and then the competition for fun will be at 1 o'clock over there in Area 3. So come on over and try your hand at it and see how you do, and you might be better than you think, and it's for fun. If you lose, it's okay, right? Okay. And if you have any questions, I'm Danette, KI7VEY, Victor Echo Yankee. Thanks.
Question. Danette, question.
For the competition, yes, unless I can't get any more people. So if people come in the morning and they try it out and they say, oh yeah, me and my buddy will go, my partner, then we'll do doubles. But you're right, I might have to go singles. So I'm gonna wait till right before 1 o'clock to make that decision, if that's okay. So we're just trying this out to see how it works.
New ideas from new Quartzfest organizers already. How's that? I have to let you know this year there is going to be no W7Q special event station. Rick ended up in the hospital emergency room Thursday morning, and he's all right. He's all right. They're coming out. He'll be here Tuesday with Jeannie, but he needs time to recover. So there'll be no W7Q special event station, and there will be no cast iron cooking prior to the potluck, because he always set that up. So no cast iron cooking here at W7Q. We have porta potties on site, and I hope you don't use them unless you're a day visitor or a tent or car camper. The porta potties fill up quick, and they're reserved only for the tent campers, the car campers, and the day visitors. So please, if you have facilities in your RV, use them. Stephen, are you here at WM7X? Stephen? There, come on up. Come on, hop along.
I'm trying.
He's trying.
Too many surgeries over the last year. Good afternoon, Quartzfest. Nice to see everybody. It's a pleasant experience to see old friends, and we're looking forward to meeting some of the new folks who have come out to Quartzfest this year as well. We're flattered and elated to be invited once again to support the testing arrangements under the American Radio Relay League for the entire week of Quartzfest. Although you'll find on your schedule that we are testing every day during the afternoon for about an hour, hour and a half, I think it is. We're still here full time. We're still coupling our in-person testing with our remote nationwide testing that happens 13 hours a day. We're here from 6 a.m. Pacific until 7 p.m. Pacific time. In fact, much of the team is over testing right now remotely. So, already at Quartzfest so far, even before opening ceremonies, we've tested 5 folks already. Even before the event